she is dead.
Wow.
Shocking comments now coming to light after a Seattle police officer is caught on body camera video laughing and joking about a woman who was killed by another officer. He can be heard on camera saying she has limited value.
Yeah, just write a check. $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
You can't be serious. The fact that you find amusement at the fact that someone was unalived by a co-worker. This is an actual human being. Mind you, these are the individuals that's supposed to be protecting us, right? That's supposed to be serving the community. This fool said just write a check. $12,000, whatever number he said. Like, you have to be so detached from humans and, you know, your emotions to view people like that from this perspective when you're supposed to be serving these individuals. And he's literally joking, like this is genuine. And the fact that these people have body cams, like, does he not know that camera is on and he's being recorded? How do you find, like, I don't know if he thought he turned it off or whatever it may be, but how do you find the balls to sit there and joke with other people, your coworkers, about, like, do you not know this is going to happen? Do they not watch Law&Crime or these shows and stuff like that? Like, who are they hiring to let me finish seeing what's going on.
Back in January, 23-year-old Giovanni Candula, an exchange student studying at Northeastern University, was killed when Seattle officer Kevin Dave hit her as she crossed the street. At the time, Dave was heading to a high-priority call, driving 74 miles per hour in a 25 zone.
Wow.
That same evening, Officer Daniel Auderer also arrived to the scene to conduct a drug recognition test on Dave as part of department policy. Auderer did not suspect any impairment on Dave's part. The following day, body camera video captured Auderer on a phone call discussing the incident.
So he was driving 74 and at 25 miles per hour. Now, granted, they said that he was on his way to a scene, and not thankfully, but this was an accident. It wasn't like he purposely, picked up, his weapon and attacked her, but he did unalive her driving in a vehicle. And going 74 and a 25. Let's see what else going on.
All right, brother. I'm sure GCIS is. And, oh, he was good. He said, well, normally we don't give voluntary statements. And I said, hey, you're going to have to decide if you wanted to give a statement or not. But it does not seem like there's a criminal investigation going on.
As vice president of the Seattle Police Officers Guild, Auderer was apparently calling the guild's president, Mike Solon. Local news outlets report Auderer's body camera video was inadvertently turned on.
That's what it was. It wasn't supposed to be on. Or he mistakenly turned it on. Or forgot to turn it off. One or the other.
What's that? Otherwise, there might be other people arriving, correct?
Auderer can be heard mentioning Dave's speed, saying he was traveling 50 miles per hour at the time of the crash. Later reports determined he was driving more than 70 miles per hour.
He's going 50. That's not out of control. That's not reckless for a trained driver.
After this, body camera video captures Auderer mentioning logistics about the crash.
Initially...
Now, I will agree with that part. 50 isn't really anything too crazy. Although they did say he was going 74 and not 50.
He said she was in a crosswalk. There's a witness that says no, she wasn't. But that witness could be different because I don't think she was thrown 40 feet either.
Then he describes what happened to Candula before laughing when he says she's dead.
I think she went up on the hood, hit the windshield, then when he hit the brakes, flew off the car. But she is dead.
He then refers to the 23-year-old as a, quote, regular person who had limited value.
No, it's a regular person. Yeah, just write a check. Yeah, what? $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
This is so wild to be able to just laugh at people that were innocent, minding their own business, and their life was taken from them. Like, this isn't like, you know, for example, like I'm from Chicago, you know, like gang wars and stuff like that, where people are at odds and, you know, they know what's going to happen, you know, when they choose that life, right? This is a person that's literally just walking across the street, young person, wrong place, wrong time, wrong fool behind the wheel, took her life, and this fool in a car having a recap, essentially like we are right now, and he's laughing at the fact that she's no longer here. Like, he says she's unalived, right? Ha 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 ha. How is that funny? Like what about that makes you laugh? And it's crazy that they said inadvertently that his camera was on. So this could have just been a situation where he would have still been out there completely fine. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he got fired. I don't know if this just came out a few minutes ago. So I don't know what's going to happen. But the fact that he's completely cool and like very normal, fine, this is the way that he just treats people. This is how he views the average everyday person as just another person. Write a check, they'll be good. Give it to their family, we move on, right?
At that point, Auderer seems to realize the body camera is on and he turns it off. This week, the Seattle Police Department released the body camera recording with an accompanying statement saying the video was, quote, identified in the routine course of business by a department employee who, concerned about the nature of statements heard on that video, appropriately escalated their concerns through their chain of command. It's since been referred to the Office of Police Accountability for an investigation. But according to a report from Seattle radio station KTTH, it was Auderer himself who reported the video. According to a report posted on Monday, Auderer turned himself in for, quote, fears of out-of-context smears. That same report states that Auderer's comments about Kandula's limited value and writing a check were actually made in an effort to mock lawyers.
Yeah, just write a check. $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
As the investigation into the body camera video continues, Seattle police note they have been in contact with Kandula's family and ask that others respect their privacy during this difficult time.
Now, what's interesting about that is that's either probably one of the greatest cover-ups ever. I will say that part, because I guess I could see where one would be coming from with that if you're mocking the lawyer. Now, I don't necessarily believe that that's the truth. But at the same time, if you know that that's what you're doing, if you know that you're mocking a lawyer and you know that the body cam is on, why turn it off? Right? Because that makes it look even more suspicious. And if you know the body camera is on, I would, like, next day you would think, okay, well, let me clear this up right away. Let me get in there, turn this in, like, hey, look, this is out there. This is what happened last night. This is what was meant. You only hear one side of the conversation. You don't hear the other person I was talking to. Maybe even have the other person come in that you were talking to and vouch for you. So I could see that situation, but I don't know. I don't know. That's even kind of weird to joke about, you know. Even if you are talking about mocking a lawyer, that's also a little weird situation to be joking about, especially being in his specific role. It's not like he's just a normal, quote unquote, person. He is with the badge off, but due to his career path, that he finds it okay to make jokes like this, especially the next day after this situation has happened. I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me know y'all thoughts down below. What do you think about this video? What do you think about him? Do you think that he's lying? That he's trying to cover his tracks now? Or do you think that there's some truth that maybe he was mocking the lawyer? Let me know down below. Catch y'all in the next one.